Hello again, everybody. This is USA Wrestling Weekly. I'm Scott Casper. Here now, this week's news and features from USA Wrestling, the national governing body of our sport. Well, London, England had the attention of the wrestling world this last weekend, anticipating the results for the Olympic test event at the Excel Center. As part of the London Prepare series of Olympic test events, wrestlers competed in an international tournament in the same facility where the sport will be on display during the 2012 Summer Olympic Games. The U.S. sent a strong contingent of men's freestyle stars to this competition, and they came home as the team champions in a field that included athletes from other world powers like Russia, Azerbaijan, and Iran. The highlight for Team USA was the performance of former Iowa star Brent Metcalf, who claimed the gold medal at 145 pounds. Metcalf was named the most outstanding wrestler in men's freestyle. We go now to the finals by a score of 5-0-5-0. Metcalf, a 2010 U.S. World Team member, defeated 2010 Junior World Silver medalist Kotaro Tanaka of Japan. Metcalf was a big semifinal winner over two-time World Bronze medalist Jabril Hassanov of Azerbaijan. The score there, 3-0-0-1-4-0. In his opening bout, he defeated Gergo Waller of Hungary, 0-1-5-0-3-0. Now, rightfully so, Metcalf was named the Mat.com Wrestler of the Week, and we congratulate him on his achievements.
Yeah, it's great just to be in this venue, to know what our workout facility is going to be like, how close we're going to be here. A lot of those are great things to be here, maybe to see London, get that out of the way, so then you're not thinking, man, I wish I would have seen the city. Well, I saw it done. Now you can be here and be about business. I did get to see a whole lot of the stuff because it's in construction, but you get to feel it and you get to be a part of it, and just building for the future.
Team USA won 5 medals with 2 silver and 2 bronze to go along with Metcalf's gold. Angel Escobedo, the past NCAA champ from Indiana, claimed silver at 121 pounds. Escobedo opened with wins over Krasimir Krastanov of Great Britain and Mood Ki of China. Now in the finals, he was defeated by a score of 0-3-3-4 by 2008 Asian junior champion Farzad Jafari of Iran. Now the silver medal at 163 pounds went to Andrew Howe. The Olympic redshirt college star from Wisconsin lost a 0-6-0-3 bout in the finals to 2010 World Cup bronze medalist Anyur Gudiev of Russia. Howe reached the finals with wins over Cheng Yao Jiang of China and Luca Lampus of France. At 132 pounds, that standout there. Reese Humphrey won bronze. A 2011 World Team member defeated 2010 Junior World Bronze medalist Yoshihiro Suzuki of Japan, 1-0-6-0 the score in that bronze medal round. At 211 pounds, the bronze medalist was 2011 NCAA champ Dustin Kilgore, who won by default. Kilgore had a competitive loss in the semifinals to Russia's Yuri Bonovsky. Dropping his bronze medal bout at 185 pounds was Raymond Jordan, who placed 5th. Also competing in the tournament was 2008 U.S. Olympian Steve Mocco at heavyweight. Now, prior to the tournament, Freestyle Team USA held a training camp in Sheffield, England, a potential site for the team to train prior to the Olympics. A number of 2011 U.S. World Team members attended this camp, including 2011 World Champion Jordan Burroughs and 2011 World Bronze medalist Jake Varner. Team USA had a chance to check out London when they weren't in training. National Freestyle coach Zeke Jones talked of the U.S. team effort and value of the London trip.
Huge advantage. You can't underestimate what it means to stand in the arena, to go by the Olympic Park, to see the Olympic Village, to go to the place that you're going to train prior to the Olympics. East London University, when we actually go in to compete, East London University will be where we will be. We felt it. We touched it. We lived it for a moment. And now, all those guys that go back home, and we took 12 guys with us, 13 guys with us, that now for 8 months they can visualize it every night when they lay in their bed and they think about wanting to be an Olympic champion. They can stand there and see it very clearly. So we're going to use that to our advantage.
Well, this week, the U.S. Open for Greco-Roman and women's freestyle will be held in Arlington, Texas. You can catch all the action with the free live webcast on both December 16th and 17th on themat.com. This event serves as a major qualifier for the 2012 U.S. Olympic Team Trials. Now, the top 7 place winners in each weight class earn the right to compete in Iowa City. Now, the U.S. Open was moved into December rather than its normal April timeframe due to the earlier date of the trials. The women's division will feature the 4 Olympic weight classes and will surely be a preview of the hotly contested action expected in Iowa City. Top contenders will battle for an edge going into the trials, as you might guess. And Natural women's coach Terry Steiner gives us his perspective about the importance of the Open this year, as well as the opportunity to compete in Texas.
So we knew we had to, if we're going to have this, we had to move it to an earlier time. And when we moved it to December, I mean, I thought Texas is a perfect place for it to be held for the women's wrestling, because during this time of the year, I mean, they're right in their high school season, and it should be a great event for some of those young girls to come and watch and see what their future could be. So I think for us it's great. It's a great place to have it, and I think it's pretty, central. It's a big airport there for people to get into easy enough, and the excitement should be high in the state of Texas for women's wrestling.
Understanding the importance of this event for her Olympic quest, 2011 Pan American Games champion Helen Maroulis has entered as a top Olympic hopeful at 121 pounds.
Just same way I prepare for every other tournament, just training, listening to my coaches, getting what I needed to feel good.
How has the compressed schedule affected the training?
It's definitely affected it a little bit, just because you want to peak, but this also isn't really the end goal, the end result. That's the Olympics. So you're just going through training, and just got to believe that you're ready whenever. But I'm hoping that a lot of girls come out and they, find it to be a great experience. I hope it, motivates them and inspires them, and just that, it helps out.
Well, the Mrs. Claus duels will be held alongside this event, with 8 Texas girls high school teams competing in duels on the mats next to the senior level women and men. Fans will get to see today's international stars alongside some possible future contenders. The Greco-Roman division will feature all 7 international weight classes. A number of past Olympic and World Team members will contend. Winning the U.S. Open gives an athlete a major boost heading into April's Iowa City trials. National Greco-Roman coach Steve Frazier talks to us about the U.S. Open and the Greco-Roman program.
I like having the Nationals in December. It gives us something to peak for right before the Christmas holiday. Everybody wrestles in the Nationals, boom, then they take 2 weeks off, go, get their Christmas presents and spend time with their families, and then we can start back January 1. So I like it. We've got, actually since the Worlds last year, it's been nonstop. No real breaks like we've had in the past. So we're in full force right now, and there's really no, Christmas break, and then we're in the heart of everything, so it's going to be busy.
Well, Nico Trigas is one of the young Greco-Roman stars hoping to make a name for himself with a strong performance at the U.S. Open. Trigas gives us his thoughts about the event.
It's just another tournament. It's an important tournament. We're training for it, but the trials is the true test. Just got to go to nationals, wrestle my potential, qualify, and then train for another solid 4 months, get in there and win that spot and make the Olympics and come back with the medal. Of course, my training's changed a little bit. I'm out here. There's a completely different philosophy out in the Springs and Greco instead of collegiate. But yeah, I'm used to the long grind. I'm used to the long college season, so it's not much different for me. Where some of these other Greco wrestlers, are used to a much shorter season, much more intense, shorter season.
Well, the senior level Greco-Roman athletes have been training hard and seek great performances in Arlington, as you might guess. 2009 World Team member and top Olympic hopeful Chaz Betts talks about his preparation and his goals.
Now lately we've been on it, like hard, intense training. This week's been really short. They've been about 55, 60-minute practices, real intense, mostly live wrestling, short bursts and stuff like that, which in past years, at this point in the year, we would never be doing that. But this year, since it's the Open, we had to do that. So I think one of the key things is going to be after winter break, hitting the winter tour stuff and the tournaments then in the winter, really focusing on doing well there. And between the winter tour and the trials, just making sure that you're at your peak performance. And there's other rifts thrown in there too, with the weights not being qualified, where some guys might have a different job to do, so you have different things to worry about. So it's pretty unique this year.
In addition to his wrestling abilities, Betts has tremendous creativity and graphic skills. He's created a short video promoting the athletes and the clubs in Arlington this weekend. Let's take a look at the artistic work of Chaz Betts.
season, Liberty Mutual's Responsible Sports Community Grant Program awards $65,000 to youth sports organizations and school sports programs that demonstrate their commitment to responsibility in youth sports. Your organization could be one of our 20 winners this season. It's easy. Simply visit responsiblesports.com and click on the Community Grant Program. Administrators register their organization with the program, then reach out to rally parents, coaches, and team supporters to log on and review either the Responsible Sports Parenting or Responsible Coaching Guide. Then complete the quiz and showcase your mastery of the concepts. Every successfully passed quiz is worth a point that you can credit to your favorite youth sports organization or school sports program. Connect with friends, family, and neighbors to rally more support. The teams and schools with the most points at the end of the grant period win. It's that simple. Watch the leaderboard throughout the grant season, then rally more of your supporters to increase your totals. Liberty Mutual is committed to celebrating and championing youth sports and to financially supporting organizations that demonstrate their commitment to responsible sports. Join the movement and start earning points toward your community grant.
One of the true legends of wrestling is expected to compete in Arlington this weekend. At 52 years old, three-time world medalist Andre Metzger returned to competition earlier this year and expects to contend for the 2012 U.S. Olympic team. Metzger, an international star in men's freestyle in the 1980s, competed twice this fall. He wrestled Greco-Roman at the Sunkissed Kids International in Mesa, Arizona, and then wrestled at the men's freestyle Olympic trials qualifier in Las Vegas. Metzger is now focused on Greco-Roman. USA Wrestling's Jason Bryant caught up with Metzger at the U.S. Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs as he prepares for the U.S. Open.
I just have an opportunity. My body's ready, and I was kind of forced to retire, so I've just made a decision to get back into it, and I'm enjoying it. I enjoyed Greco. I wrestled a lot of Greco when I was young. I just didn't, I actually won a U.S. Open once, and I enjoy it. I mean, but I think that it's more suiting for me right now because my legs are not as fast, and Greco, no one can shoot on you, so it's kind of eliminates that. That's the reason I'm wrestling Greco, and I look forward to it.
Throughout the year, top legends in the sport of wrestling will talk about why fans should attend the 2012 U.S. Olympic Team trials in Iowa City. Now, this week, we'll hear from Olympic and world champion Dan Gable, who made history as the coach at the University of Iowa, but was also an Olympic team coach many times as well. Coach Gable is not shy about promoting this amazing event and the sport that he so dearly loves.
Hey, Dan Gable here. Join me April 21st and 22nd in Carver Hawkeye Arena in Iowa City for the 2012 USA Olympic Wrestling Trials. Don't stall. Be here. Well, it's about the future of the sport of wrestling. People always ask all the time how they can contribute and how they can help to the future growth and to the sport of wrestling. Well, here's one way you can help the future of the sport of wrestling, by attending our Olympic Wrestling Trials, because we need support. We need to show the world that, we care about the sport. And by filling up the arena at Carver Hawkeye Arena, we will set a standard for the future of Olympic wrestling. And so other places that want to hold it, they're really going to have to work extremely hard because they know what kind of a standard that has been set.
Well, USA Wrestling is proud to announce Forza LLC as their official and exclusive nutritional corporate partner. Wrestling legend Lee Kemp recently established an exclusive sponsorship relationship for his nutritional company, Forza, to provide nutritional products and education to USA Wrestling athletes in preparing for national and international competition, including the upcoming 2012 Olympic Games in London. Now, Kemp, a 2008 U.S. Olympic team coach and America's first three-time world champion, is the founder of Forza. This partnership allows Kemp to combine two of his greatest passions, wrestling and nutrition. It's Kemp's goal to enhance and transform the way wrestlers manage their nutrition. You can find more information online at Forza's website, forzabykemp.com. Put it on the screen if you would, forzabykemp.com. Well, you can expect to see more of the 1999 World Freestyle Champion Stephen Neal at a wrestling event in the future. Last spring, Neal retired from professional football after 10 years as an offensive lineman for the New England Patriots. Neal earned 3 Super Bowl rings as a star for the Pats, although he did not play football in college. It was recently announced that Neil would be inducted into the National Wrestling Hall of Fame this summer. We caught up with Stephen during the Las Vegas Collegiate Invitational just last week.
It's been pretty exciting. Unfortunately, the Las Vegas tournament isn't in Massachusetts every year, so it's my first time to get to watch that for about 10 years. But it's really exciting to see these kids working hard and see them either tired in the third period or pushing the third period, see where they're at, so it's pretty exciting. Well, I think bringing awareness to people, letting them know what's going on, and also just to show up and be as supportive as I can. There's a lot of people in the community of Bakersfield that have stepped up, and just have to try to figure out new ways to get new people involved and just keep raising money and get our program endowed somehow.
Well, ASICS America has been pleased to announce the signing of world champion freestyle star Jordan Burroughs. ASICS is a longtime sponsor for USA Wrestling and a leader in the industry. Burroughs is on a winning streak this year, capped by his title at 163 pounds at the 2011 World Championships in Istanbul, Turkey. Now, after winning his second NCAA title for Nebraska this spring and claiming the Dan Hodge Award as the nation's top collegiate wrestler, Burroughs has been on a tear in freestyle wrestling. Burroughs joins 2004 Olympic gold medal wrestler Cale Sanderson on the ASICS team. Additional ASICS wrestlers include world freestyle medalist Jake Herbert, Jake Varner, Tervel Delegnev, and women's freestyle star Helen Maroulis. Another big event is going on this weekend on the high school level, the USA Wrestling Dollarmer Kansas City Classic at the Hale Arena in Kansas City, Missouri. Participating in the event are a number of ranked high school teams, including the number 9 Bettendorf of Iowa squad, number 18th ranked Allen of Texas, the 26th ranked Collins Hill of Georgia, number 31 Blue Springs of Missouri, number 32 Tuttle of Oklahoma, number 33 ranked Kearney of Missouri, and number 45 Collinsville of Oklahoma. Well, in addition, USA Wrestling, the National Wrestling Coaches Association, and the Kansas City Wrestling Association are partnering at the event with the program revitalization effort to help support 4 college teams to build their programs. Proceeds from the competition will be donated to the USA Wrestling Making a Difference program to help college wrestling. This is another example of how wrestling leaders can work together to secure college wrestling's future. Well, the big noise is not coming from Winnetka. Indeed, it's coming from Chicago. And last week, Beat the Street Chicago and World Sports Chicago announced a partnership dedicated to growing wrestling in the city. Together, the groups will seek to support 14 new or developing elementary wrestling programs in its first year. Now, the collaboration will see wrestling mats placed at each school and give grants for equipment, coaching education, and competition travel. Athletes and coaches at the 14 schools will also receive USA Wrestling memberships. We applaud these two groups for working together to provide opportunity for Chicago's youth to get more involved in the great sport. More exciting news now for this program, the announcement that Toledo, Ohio has become the 12th city to join the Beat the Streets USA program. Well, the program has been launched as a partnership between Beat the Streets, the Toledo Institute for Building Careers, and Toledo Public Schools. Well, Toledo is the 4th largest public school system in Ohio with few options for youth to participate in athletic events. Toledo is the 8th poorest city in the nation with a high unemployment and crime rate as well. Beat the Streets Toledo offers teens alternatives to a dangerous lifestyle. Beat the Streets Toledo is also proud to announce the Stephen Scott Everhart Scholarship Award. That one will be awarded to one Beat the Streets student each year. Congratulations to Chicago and Toledo for expanding this important urban wrestling program. Well, USA Wrestling and Nebraska USA Wrestling are proud to host a Making a Difference wrestling tournament on December 18th at Heartland Event Center in Grand Island, Nebraska. Making a Difference tournaments focus on supporting college wrestling with all the money raised going to help support college-level programs. Now, the series allows athletes to wrestle as USA Wrestling members for the tournament without buying a membership card. Divisions are grades 7 through 8, grades 5 through 6, 3 through 4, 1 through 2, and pre-kindergarten and kindergarten. This is also a tour of Nebraska scoring event. So, no USA Wrestling memberships required to participate. USA Wrestling will provide free membership for the day to all participants. Even better, 100% of the profits will go to benefit college wrestling programs in the state of Nebraska. You can find more information online at nebraskausawrestling.org. Well, fans of mixed martial arts know that wrestling is a strong foundational skill in the sport and that former wrestlers have been among its top champions. We'll have that story and more when we continue. You're watching USA Wrestling Weekly.
ASICS has been there. They've been the lifeblood of the sport. It's been a long time, and they've been at the top of the game every year, forever. And I'll tell you what, now that I think about it, maybe that's where I've gotten my inspiration, because you know, I always want to be in the top of my game in wrestling, and I think that's where ASICS is and wants to be as well.
Wrestling fans, USA Wrestling has launched a top social networking site designed for you. USA Wrestling Nation is the latest innovation provided to the wrestling community by our sports national governing body, USA Wrestling. Post photos, blogs, and videos. Interact on boards. Keep up with your favorite wrestling personalities with USA Wrestling Nation. It's free to register. Join the thousands of wrestling fans that have already signed up and become a part of the USA Wrestling Nation at usawrestlingnation.com. All right, fans of mixed martial arts know that wrestling is a foundational skill in the sport, and when former wrestlers compete, they rank among its top champions. Those who enjoy MMA have a great respect for wrestling and for wrestlers. And it's not surprising that 3 of the headliners at the 3rd Annual MMA World Expo in New York on December 17th and 18th have a strong wrestling background. MMA legend Randy Couture will launch his new book, The Last Round, as part of the weekend. Couture put together this book with Sarah Levin, a former USA Wrestling employee and longtime wrestling leader. Fans will be able to purchase an autographed copy of the book and have their photo taken with Couture at the event. He was one of the nation's top Greco-Roman wrestlers for many years, competing on 4 U.S. world teams. He was also an NCAA runner-up for Oklahoma State. 2 others with wrestling backgrounds will provide clinics during the event. 3-time world champion Lee Kemp will be an instructor. Kemp was a 3-time NCAA champ for the University of Wisconsin, winning world freestyle wrestling titles in 78, 79, and 82, and was a member of the 1980 U.S. Olympic team. Judo star Jimmy Pedro, a 2-time Olympic medalist, a world champion, and Olympic coach, is also doing a clinic. Pedro was a captain of the Brown University wrestling team and won an EIWA title in college. Now, anybody in New York City on December 17th and 18th should consider visiting this exciting MMA Expo and checking out the former wrestlers on display. Well, USA Wrestling is pleased to welcome a new broadcast partner. The Cox Channel in Oklahoma will carry USA Wrestling Weekly as well as the Takedown Wrestling shows. Both programs started in the greater Oklahoma City and Tulsa metro areas December 10th. Wrestling is an important sport in Oklahoma, which proudly has some of the best youth, high school, and college wrestling programs in the nation. USA Wrestling Weekly is pleased that more people in this wrestling-hungry state will be exposed to our show every week. Viewers in Oklahoma can tune in to the HD show on Cox Cable Channel 703 and the letterboxed SD version on Channel 3 in the Oklahoma City, Norman, and Tulsa metro areas. Well, Ralph Lauren Corporation, an official outfitter of the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic teams for London 2012, has announced the athletes who will serve as brand ambassadors leading up to and throughout the Games. Now, a total of 13 world-class athletes from a variety of Olympic and Paralympic sports will represent Ralph Lauren, including 2008 Olympic freestyle wrestling gold medalist Henry Cejudo. The Ralph Lauren 2012 Olympic collection for men, women, and children will be available for purchase beginning in May in select Ralph Lauren retail stores. Team USA shops will also be included in that list, select USA department stores, and online at ralphlauren.com, as well as teamusaShop.com. Well, USA Wrestling congratulates Henry Cejudo for being chosen by Ralph Lauren in its marketing during this Olympic year. All right, it's time for our weekly Photo of the Week contest. These pictures sent in by wrestling families and fans from around the country. They're also being considered for the photo contest page in USA Wrestler magazine, as well as our USA Wrestling Facebook page. This week's USA Wrestling Weekly Photo of the Week is taken by Aldo Martinez, depicting Zachary Ramirez hitting a cradle at a meet at Chestatee High School in Gainesville, Georgia. You can have your photographs considered for USA Wrestling's photo contest simply by emailing them to Gary Abbott at gabbott@usawrestling.org. All right, thanks for joining us. We'll see you all next week right here on USA Wrestling Weekly. Happy holidays. I'm Scott Casper. Good night.